You're listening to the Comic Crusaders podcast. I am your host, Al Mega, CEO of Comic Crusaders and Undercover Capes. In this show, I'm sitting down with creators from all walks of life to talk about inspiration, process, the lessons they've learned, and a whole lot more.
What man, how you doing? This is your boy Mega coming through to talk about not just comics, but today we're talking about some destiny, mi gente. We're talking mythology, we're talking purpose, and we're leveling up your soul like it's an RPG with consequences. Let me tell you, my man over here is the CCO of Mugafi and co-creator of Moksh Studios. He's a man that is blending ancient philosophy with modern storytelling, and he's coming in hot, and I mean hot, with a brand new Kickstarter that's already turning heads and gaining attention. I mean, Moksh, Origin the Quest. This isn't just a comic. This is a journey, a mythological punch to the chest, a reminder that stories can still mean something. So today, buckle up with power and clear up your karma meters, miente, because we're going to go deep with the one, the only Alok Sharma. How you doing? How you doing, Alok? Welcome to the show. Do you hear me? All right, says I guess our guest is having technical difficulties. Give him a moment, and he should be back. Apologies about that, but we're going to be talking about a dope book that's currently on a pre-launch. I'm going to go ahead and share the link right now below. See it right there. You know what we do as well, right? We got that QR code. You go ahead, snap a pick up. Let me go ahead and put that up there as well. But yeah, go ahead and snap that. Check out this Kickstarter pre-launch page right there. I'm telling you, I have a video for you, and I kind of peeped it ahead of y'all. Let me tell you, these guys are about to build something pretty deep, pretty cool, and telling storytelling in a different way. I mean, what I view is, what is your perspective on who's doing what, and what is villainy, what is good, and I kind of like how the concept they're going to go with this, and hopefully we get to dive deep with this with the co-creator of that particular universe, and Alok Sharma over here from Moksh Studios. You know what? So let me go ahead while we wait for him. I'll go ahead and go on early and share this while we wait. Why not? And tease y'all where you got to sign up at. So check this out real quick right here. Well, there's the joint right here, the villain's journey, and you're gonna understand what they mean by that when I show you the video when our guest fixes his connection issues. I hope again, but this is a whole brand new universe, and they definitely are building a universe, and it's very interesting. So hopefully our guest seems to be back. Hold on, let me
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm back.
Excellent. Well, there we go. All right. So welcome, Morocco. I started showing people the links. I put up the QR code on that corner. Takes them straight to the pre-launch page, so that he'll get notified as soon as you launch that baby, because it's gonna rake in billions. I know. So welcome to the show. All right. So listen, talk to me about then your nerddom first. I like to know what your nerddom comes from. You're making comic books. Where does that pop culture nerddom come from?
Pop culture? What exactly? Come again?
So when you're building a comic book universe here, right?
Yes,
So
yes, we are building a comic book universe.
where does your fandom come from that inspired the building of the universe? Did it
I
from a
think, I
child? Is it like
think,
Marvel comics, games? Like what inspired it?
I think we live in a, pop culture village of sorts now. It's a global village of pop culture fandom and geekdom. Having said that, I started my career as a comic book artist way back in 2003, 2004. and I was one of the uncredited inkers on Spider-Man India, the first volume.
Oh, nice.
Uh, yeah, that came out of Marvel slash Gotham.
Yes.
Other than that, I've worked on a lot of comic books in India. Also, your podcast name resembles a very it resembles to a property that I worked on with Stanley. It's called Cosmic Crusaders
Oh,
that I
really?
produced. Yes, it was written by Fabian Nizeka. I hope I am pronouncing his name well
Yeah.
and correct. Fabian Nizeka is one of the co-creators of Deadpool. So he wrote Cosmic Crusaders and Stanley voiced it, and we produced it in India. So
Oh, cool.
yes, I've been working in this space for quite some time now, almost 2 decades.
Oh, that's
And
wonderful. Wonderful. So, working in those 2 decades, what inspired you to start building, something for yourself now, a legacy of your own?
yeah, I think time is right now, and the audience world over wants to see new age of superhero. A new dawn of superhero needs to come into this scene, and the time is right to start building a universe here.
Oh, wonderful. All right. So, you're building, Moksh, as you said, as a
Yeah.
universe, not just a title. So, at what moment did this stop being a story and start becoming a mission?
I would say every mission starts with a story, but if the story is large enough, every story becomes a mission. So it's so but yeah, I mean, when we talk about most of the ancient, ideas of how the world was created, how the universe was created, it all started with the word, right? All the ancient cultures believe in that. So I always say everything started with a story. And when we started thinking about the story, we always knew that it's not going to be a bottled or a limited series. It's going to be a universe. It will be populated by superheroes from all over the world because, as I said, we are living in a global village where the
Yes.
thirst and the hunger for new age superheroes is so much so that anybody can enter this universe from anywhere and become a part of it. And that's the genesis of Moksha.
Excellent. Yeah, folks, I'm telling you, we have a video and they dig deep. And the stuff that these guys, again, I was teasing everybody. I watched it before, I put it here because I was, listen, you guys got me so interested because you got me thinking because that's the perspective I take. What is good and bad? You know what I mean? He's like, if you look at
Yeah.
my shelf is full of bad guy toys. I don't have a hero there. Not one.
So that's where the the layers lie actually. If you see, we always try to paint the world in absolute blacks and absolute whites, which is not really the way the world we inhabit operates. The world has a lot of shades of gray. Sometimes
Ooh,
the black is white, and sometimes the white is black. It can go either way, and uh, what we believe in, how good is good when you're doing it because you have some ulterior motives behind it.
hmm, yeah.
When you do it selflessly, it definitely is good. But how often do you do something selflessly and you want things to, shape up in a good way? That is one of the questions that we are trying to find an answer to. I mean, we there's this really beautiful quote that I really, really admire. It's from a Marvel comic, which says, "Villains have work ethics and heroes have morals." Right?
Mm,
So,
mm-hmm.
having morality isn't really enough.
Agreed.
We need to go beyond that. We need to understand, does that morality comes at a price of, ethics, or do these moralities also have some, selfish motives behind them? If a
No,
hero is doing really well or he's doing like real good, but if there's a selfish motive behind it, how good is that good?
brother.
Good deed.
See, see, folks, this is what I'm trying to tell you. I was trying to allude to. Most founders they chase trends. These guys right here, they're chasing meaning right now. Meaning, So why was that really for you like non-negotiable? Because that's how it felt to me. Based on you, I can't wait to show the video because it's like you guys got me, but I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy every single one of these. I want this. I want a part. I want
Thanks
a
a lot.
part of this
I would
movie.
like you to buy every single one of these because we are putting in a lot of, blood and sweat into each story. Each story goes through like multiple iterations, and until we are satisfied with the writing of it never moves in it moves into the next stage of, penciling, inking, coloring, and so on and so forth. But to find that layer, one fine, thin grain of truth needs to be there in these stories. If it's not there, the story is incomplete for even for the creators. So that is the kind of hard work Vipul and myself and all our creative team members are putting into each and every panel of these comic books.
So, was there ever any pressure to dumb it down, if you will, to not be so deep ever? Or you like, I'm going to do what I want to do? I'm the boss.
So okay, the question is way too deeper than it sounds. Uh,
Yeah. That's
so I believe in entertain, educate, empower. My
excellent.
first motive as a storyteller is to entertain. If I'm not entertaining and I'm only trying to educate or empower, I don't think the stories will work.
Oh,
The
thank
first
you.
duty to of a story is to entertain. If it's entertaining enough, then I can put in a small layer over there that might educate you a bit about what we are trying to do here. And when we do that, I might empower you with some ideologies or with some thoughts that you go home with after, reading the book. So the first, thing that comes into my mind while creating any story is to entertain. So it's not like, we are trying to, put in a lot of meaning into it and we are going to, hammer it into your brains. No,
Yeah,
no, that's not how we do it.
excellent. Excellent. I dig that. Because again, you are mixing mythology, spirituality, and modern storytelling. Uh, were there any rules that you intentionally broke while creating this?
See, the thing is, the culture of superheroes has gone through multiple, iterations and evolutions over a period of time, and we are living in a era of the genre subversion. And when you subvert
Mm,
a superhero, it can go either way. It can be a Watchman, it can be a Boys, it can be anything that, that's coming out for the past 10 or 15 years. Most of the stories are, superhero subversions. So how do you enter a world of subversions and, stay true to the genre, subvert it a bit, and yet say something that is meaningful and so new that the readers lap it up because they are bored of the same old spandex-clad superheroes.
yeah.
So that was one of the challenges that we faced while discussing and creating this universe, and we felt that if you're doing it properly, we might be able to do it all. And you don't have to push yourself to subvert a genre. If you know the inside out of a genre, if you know the rules, you can bend the rules and create something that is mainstream yet has a lot of layers into it. That's what Moksh is.
I'm excited. I want to show people again the whole Kickstarter because I want to show you that little front page for you to hit the notify and launch.
You
But
should,
they
you
have
should. I
teeth.
mean,
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're gonna do all of this in a moment. Don't you worry. We're talking a lot because again, I want people to really understand what we got here. So after
I'll give you a
the
one liner about Moksh. I think we all know what The Boys is, right? Think of it, The Boys meets Bhagavad Gita.
okay,
Think of it, The Boys meets Buddhism. Buddhism, talks about nirvana. Nirvana is the, ultimate escape from this world, right? That's what moksha
yeah,
is. Moksha is, souls reaching their salvation, final destination.
mm.
So think of a superhero universe that lies on the ideologies of Bhagavad Gita or Buddhism.
Oh wow. And basically
Think of the
finality,
boys, yeah,
their
the
finality.
craziness
Oh
of the
man,
boys, yes.
I love
And
it.
also, our universe is going to be a finite universe, so it doesn't, goes on and on and on and on. It will end somewhere.
Oh, excellent. Oh man. See, folks, this is what I'm talking about. Because Kickstarter backers today, they want a spectacle just like that, some fun. You know what I mean? You're offering some substance. So again, why was now the right time? Because I'm about to show off the video before I show off that Kickstarter. But why was now the right time for Moksh to be unleashed onto the world?
There's this old Chinese proverb, and it's one of my most favorite ones. It says the best time to, grow a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now.
Right.
So this is the right time to, any time is the right time to start anything new. But I think the world has seen enough superheroes, seen enough universes, seen enough multiverses, seen enough iteration of multiverses, and is ready to, look at the genre with fresh eyes. They really want to see the genre taking a leap and bound and reaching the next
Great.
stage of evolution now. And I think the
Right.
time is now, and it's Moksh time.
Oh man, and talking about that, folks, I got this big surprise. I'm gonna show off this dope video. I'm telling you, this is the Kickstarter video. Again, you get a preview here on it, all right, on what they're talking about, and share this with your friend. I'm telling you, this. I'm sold. I'm sold, especially after this conversation that we're having here. So let me put a bad boy on screen. Whereby, let's go, mi gente. Enjoy.
A universe is born. A universe full of stories.
Stories have helped us to realize our past, to find the glimpse of future, and to help us live in the present.
The world is consumed by stories, and the world consumes stories. This is a chain that we have been living through for the past many centuries, millennia.
What if everything you stood for was actually out of fear and not out of principle? You are in fact scared of karma, and that's why you do good, not for the sake of it.
Moksh explores this idea and this world and the need to escape it. Moksh is a universe spanning across films, comic books, animation, TV shows, and much more. And we want you to come on board and help us build it. For millennia, stories have been following a syntax of good versus evil, light versus darkness.
But what if there is no right? What if it's all perspective? We all spoke about the motives of heroes, the motives of villain, but what if there is a higher motive? And that is what Moksh wants to speak about. We are going beyond defining who is bad and who is good, but we are actually talking about why anyone do what they do.
Every age of human evolution has a narrative of demigods, legends, superhumans, and more recently, superheroes. We are on the cusp of next stage of human evolution.
With Moksh, you will find yourself as one of the characters. There is no hero, there is no villain, there is no good, there is no bad. It's all perspective we're going to speak in Moksh about and focus on the higher motive of why a human exists.
In the world of AI, human consciousness is the currency, and that's what the world of Moksh stands for. These characters, like all of us, have their own truths and their own narratives. So each reader finds their own truth and reality through these stories. And that really is the universe of Moksh, the never-ending cycle of life, death, and rebirth. That is, till your track record is clear. And our characters are exactly that. And they're brought together by this thin thread that binds them together.
We all have seen a great stories which have entertained us in last 100 years. But are those stories relevant today? Or are those stories going to be relevant tomorrow? No.
Every third decade of a century brings in a new medium or a new way of telling stories, new narrative syntax, and we are standing exactly where it starts in this century.
All in the past, what fans have done is just interacted with the cinema, have seen what's good, what's bad, and had just given a mere review, which might not have been impacted the cycle of it. But we're going to change that at Moksh. Now you as a fan are not just the one who's going to give us a review, but also going to be the part of the story who can tell us what do you want in the future.
This is a first universe with fan-first approach. The world has seen the genre, the reboot, and the subversion. We bring to you a new chapter that you were not ready for.
In last couple of years, we have explored the very possibility of how this world is shaping up and have created this very structure of Moksh.
Everything begins with writing. Our first trilogy has been written. The art is almost 80% done. The covers are ready. To shape up any big universe, you need the nicest and the best collaborators ever.
The editing had been done by the greatest team across the world, from the likes of Alok, from the likes of Ron Marsh, who have been behind the series of Star Wars or a Marvels versus DC. You're going to have Saumin Patel, who have been behind designing a lot of these Marvels DC's comics in the past. And what we just need is all of you. Once you back us, you will get an access of all the exclusive cover arts. Through this campaign, you will get a chance to find multiple variant covers. You will get a chance to appear in the background of our comics. You get a chance to also name few of these characters after you or the people you love. And not just that, first time ever, we are committing the people who are going to back us once here will get a chance to do a cameo in the first movie of Moksh that will come in 2028. So we look forward to have you on this side of the table. We at Mugafi have delivered a movies which have done like $30 million plus in box office, which already have 7 plus movies in studios, more than 500 IPs, and 10,000 plus writers who are writing using Mugafi platform. There is no better place to deliver Moksh apart from Mugafi today. And by supporting Moksh, you can support the very idea of breaking the trend and bringing the stories that the world discovers for tomorrow.
Man, you heard these folks are not playing. They are not playing, and of course, I'm gonna start showing you that dope Kickstarter. That again, get notified on launch is a 96-page epic, unlike anything in comics, like Alok has been mentioning. And let me tell you, man, when you that comment right there in the world of AI, human consciousness, is the currency. That shit fucked up my mind just hearing that, just thinking about it in those terms. And a lot of people pay the AI, so it's like you're paying to give away your own soul at the end of the day. Yeah, that's it. You killed me with that comment. I loved it. But yeah, the whole universe is born right here, folks. I mean, it's a crash. Look at this little teaser art here. But talk about building that team. Tell me how you guys built the superstar team. How are these the right guys for this job?
I think, when you're building a universe, the first thing you need is a kick-ass team. And we have been working together. Most of us have been, on and off working together on various projects. And that is where, you see the kind of ideologies or the ideas or the thought process that these teammates bring into the scene. And slowly, start building the team. That is the, first step of building any universe. So Ron and I have worked together on a show that I co-created here in India. And Ron was one of the script editors on that, script doctors on that.
Oh,
And I really loved the way he, approached that story. Despite being from the US, he brought in a lot of sensibilities that were required for this story that was set in rural India. I really love the way he approached the stories, and also I've been a lifelong fan of Ron Mars's work.
yes.
Somin and I go back a long way. Actually, we know each other for almost 20-25 years, and I love the way he approaches the visual storytelling. It's very cinematic, it's very out there, and it's still very mainstream. So he brings in all his experiences that he's acquired over a period of time as one of the leading storyboard artists in Indian film industry, and a
Oh, wow.
comic book artist who's already worked with brands like Image Comics, Boom, and you name it,
Yes.
Virgin Comics. Yeah. So he's been working in this medium for quite some time, and we have collaborated in the past over a couple of projects that I immensely enjoyed working with him. And also I love the way he approaches his work. It's his eye for detail is like immense and impeccable,
Like,
right? So these are the things that you look into a creative partner while building something as massive as Moksh. So yeah, that's how, slowly this team started building up. We are getting lot more international names into the scene. So
Wonderful.
the idea is to, create something that is, I won't call it truly international, I'll say truly global. So it doesn't look like, it is coming from one particular nation and, it's catering to the needs of, various readers from various nations. It's rather, artists from multiple, countries coming together and creating something for the world. So
It's
that's how
something
we are
amazing.
approaching Moksha.
I see it because here, look on deck. They have a vision for the next decade because, as you see, folks, they're not just building a studio. They're not chasing a one-off hit. These guys here, they want to build something with this. So, look, I mean, I see this. I'm
We are not
going to
even
now.
thinking decades. We are thinking centuries actually.
Yeah,
So we
right now you got 2 years right here, but where do you want this to be in 5 years? Which is the typical employer question. Where do you see this
yeah,
in
I
5 years?
mean, I definitely see a couple of animated series, at least one season of an anime, and at
Oh,
least
cool.
one movie out of Moksha in the next 5 years, and
Is there
yeah,
any?
multiple comic books.
I love it. And is there any particular character, no spoiler, that you fell in love with already? That if you had a choice, that would be the first one you want to do animation with.
General,
You heard me?
just a second, my internet was a
There we
little shaky. Yeah, sorry.
Did you hear the
So that's what
question?
I was saying. We are.
Okay.
Can you repeat yourself?
No, I was gonna ask you, was there any particular character in this universe that you already fallen in love with? That if you had your way would be the first one you would do an animated film with.
This guy is omnipresent in this universe. We are calling him D as of now. We can't reveal his true name and true
Okay.
identity here, but D is a character that I think I started creating this universe with, and I think D is the thread that binds these
Okay.
characters and stories together.
Oh, wonderful. So that you have the character. And again, look at the awesome squad right there, right? That are put in the dream team as they call it, all right? And now it's true. Why Kickstarter? So it's, so many different platforms out there nowadays. Um, you know, why was Kickstarter your choice here for you guys to put this out there in the world?
So it's not just about, collecting funds or crowdfunding a project. It's more about reaching out to more and more people and letting those people know about this project. It's
Understood.
also about letting people know that we are open for, creative partnerships where people can actually become a part of this universe while we are creating it. So a lot of these things, can be done very easily and very efficiently by a platform like Kickstarter.
Yeah.
And also, most of the biggest publishers, including the big twos, they are all on Kickstarter. This has become like a platform that any creator, approaches when they are, trying to create something big.
Excellent. Now, what does success? No, not even that. I mean, let me ask you like this better. What would make you feel proud? You know, uh, even if the numbers surprised you on this Kickstarter project, because I know it's going to
Come
be a hit.
again?
So what would make you feel proud? If the numbers surprised you, like this 'cause again, we're saying here that money is not the key, right? So what if you
Yeah,
make a
sky's the
million?
limit. Sky's the
You,
limit.
you make $1
I
million.
think
So what would surprise you of it if you're not even thinking
I,
about
I,
money?
as I said, sky's the limit. I won't put a number. I won't put a number to, what will surprise me. From my first backer to the last backer,
Yeah,
every number
it's
is
gonna
going
be a
to surprise
million.
me because
A manifest.
that's what I'm trying to manifest. I'm trying to manifest as much as possible, and I would say infinite, you know.
Love it.
So infinity and beyond is
Let's
what
go.
we are, approaching.
Let's go, baby. I love it. All right, now see with that, all the positivity, right? There's a lot of founders, rarely they talk about doubt, right? So, what doubt did you have to make peace to move forward with this? Were there any things that you had to overcome yourself, and like to not be afraid and make this project, something of a reality?
No, I think for any project you have to go through this once,
Okay.
and that's the first milestone. So I think we are already, over that.
How did you get over it though? What steps did you take to say I gotta get this out my head and I'm gonna make it real no matter what? Like what was that moment?
So that right to passage happens, when you're writing. I think
Okay.
that's the first moment, moment of truth when you realize what you're writing is something that was, deep within you, but you never knew that this thing existed, this story existed, and you're, pulling things out of ether, and you're constantly creating. And while creating, you are also being your first ever reader, and someone who's, a lifelong comic book fan always knows what's going to excite him or her while creating something. All you need a little bit of honesty. By when I say honesty, it doesn't mean, imposter syndrome. It becomes very difficult after that. We all have the imposter syndrome. Even I have that. You have to fight that. You have to fight that battle and, keep at it. And there comes a time when you realize what you're creating is truly special. And then you're committed to it.
Wonderful.
So I think we are already, after discarding a couple of scripts, we realized we are actually, approaching in the right direction.
You
And
see,
we are
folks,
taking this story into the right direction.
and I think it, he said himself, you're gonna discard a couple of those scripts because it is what it is. But again, that's part of that honesty with yourself. All right, that was trash. Let me fix this. Hold on.
We have a lot of discarded scripts on us, and we also have a lot of discarded art on us. I think once Moksh becomes the juggernaut that we are manifesting it to, we might come out with a book that says the discarded Moksh, and you can see the
The
amount of stuff that
bloopers.
we discarded. Yes, the blueprint.
I love it. I mean, but again, it's this. I love who did this cover because this is gorgeous, and it's just
This is done by Somin Patel. As I
really.
said, he brings in all the
Oh,
cinematic quality to the art that we are doing here.
this is gorgeous, man. And just that the villain's journey begins, man. You got me sold just on that. Yeah, let's do it
Glad
now.
that you loved it. Glad that you liked it.
Now, if a reader says this book found me at the right time, what do you hope they needed when they opened it?
I think this book will find each of its reader at the right time. You'll find something or the other, speech balloon or an art that is going to speak to you and, kind of address what you wanted to hear at that point in time. So it has something or the other for, I think, all of us.
Hmm.
Like any good book. Any good book, when you open it, you find at least a line or a sentence there that speaks to you. That's the first sign of a good book.
All
And we're
right.
trying to make a good book here. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not trying, you are. Because again, if it's everything that you're saying, and you do have a superstar team. And once I saw Ron Mars, everybody know Ron, man. Come on now, he a boss. And the passion of you, and we put in the video, and you got the squad here. I mean, come on. I think that you guys are about to unleash a beast upon the world. And I'm here for it. Because again, I mean, look, folks. Again, that was the black and white. Look how who's your colorist, or is it the same artist does
We
the
have a
color?
we have a we have a team of colorists, but the cover is colored by Somin.
Mm.
So yeah, we have a team of colorists, and then we are in the process of hiring a couple of studios that are coloring a lot of international titles. So that is an ongoing process that we are doing. Yeah.
How much fun are you having building, not just the comic book universe, but a comic book business, or rather a media business
It's
based on
2:22
TV?
a.m. in India. It's 2:22 a.m. in India, and I can go on and on till 2:22 a.m. tomorrow. That is the amount of fun we are having here.
Excellent. Oh man, yeah. Listen, I get it. I worked with a lot of Indian-owned companies in the past through remote. Yeah, so but thank you. You see, folks, independent creators out there in the world hustling at 2 o'clock in the morning. All right, while most of you are sleeping, my man is hustling out there. I dig this. Now, just two more questions, so you could go, have some tea, maybe go to sleep. You know what I mean? What advice would you give creators who feel torn between commerce and calling?
Oh, that's a wonderful question, actually. That's something even I'm trying to balance out. So I would say keep hustling, keep hustling. Commerce works out sooner or later.
Yeah.
Keep creating, create 20 bad ideas. I think one good idea will come out of it. Never think you're doing bad, and keep at it. I think keep a day job maybe if it's required.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Do it
nothing bad in
part-time
having a
until
day
you
job. In
make
fact, do
money.
a part-time. Yeah. So at least you're not, scraping for your basic needs, but keep at it. I mean, don't give up. Stanley created Spider-Man when he was in his early 40s.
That's what I'm saying.
Marvel happened when
Success,
he was in his mid 40s. Yeah.
success
So it's
doesn't
never too late.
happen when you're young. Look at even I love comedy. Look at Rodney Dangerfield. He was almost 50 years old when he finally made it. You know what I mean? Into comedy, where they finally gave him respect as a comedian. So that's what I'm saying. I see examples like that even. It's like, come on, man. Age
Yeah.
is but a number. It's how you if you want it, you get it.
There are enough examples actually. So never give up. That's the only, I mean, it sounds very fatty, but that's the ultimate truth.
Like, love your energy. You're funny. Now, I want you to finish a sentence for me. You ready?
Sure,
I
go
want you to
ahead.
finish. Moksh isn't about answers. It's about
It's about the right answers.
hey. My man ain't playing it, man. And now, why is that more powerful then? What are we talking about here? Tease the folks out there why they should go ahead and hit this notify button right now to get notified on launch
It never hurts to be with a universe right at the beginning, I think. I mean, we know how, the price of the first Superman comic book that recently got auctioned, right?
yeah, well, I
Be
mean,
there or be square.
shit. Well, what was that? That was Nick Cage comic book. I don't know.
Yeah.
Apparently, that book was stolen from him.
Stolen. Yes.
So,
It's a crazy story.
and like, did he get it back, and was he the seller?
Yeah. He got it back from an auction, then again it got auctioned like twice, I
Oh,
believe. That's
okay.
what I remember, right?
But yeah, that's crazy.
So if you're a thief, never, steal something so valuable that you don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, for real. I mean, look what happened. That's insane, though. I
That's
mean,
what Nicolas Cage also did. He bought a dinosaur skull from Mongolia and then returned it back.
yeah, well, he did. Yeah, you're right. I look. Are you gonna do once the Moksh universe gets into $1 billion mark? Are you gonna make an expensive buy like that? Are you gonna buy some Skeletor bone?
I have a wish list. I have a wish list. I already own a Superman #1 facsimile edition, the famous first edition by DC, signed by
Oh,
Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster.
oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
cool.
I own that. I own an Action Comic facsimile 1991 signed by Jerry Siegel. So I have my, I have my
You
side
got your
hustle going
treasures.
on to build my collection, and I have a wish list that I'll be fulfilling once Moksh hits $1 billion.
There we go.
Maybe a couple of original Carbachs, a couple of original Jack Kirby's. You never
Hey.
know.
Oh well, man, come to the States, man. We got you, man. You can still find them in the wild for a good price. You'll be so surprised, man.
Yeah.
But with that, yeah, for real. Hey, listen, bro. Come to the States. I got you. I think there's so many comic shops where I live and they're cheap. You'll go home with long boxes. Long boxes.
Okay. Let me hit $1 billion. Let me hit $1 billion, and I'll see you there in States.
Let's do it, baby. So, all right, family. See, this is one of those moments. If you believe that comics can still inspire, challenge, and elevate, if you want to back creators who are not afraid to put purpose on the page, if you are tired of empty calories and ready for a full course meal, then I need you guys to go support Moksh Origin the Quest on Kickstarter right now. I need you to hit that notify me on launch. And as soon as it does, I need you to back it, share it. I need you to tell your crew, shout out to the world, because projects like this, they don't just survive. They need you to thrive. You heard? This is real. So, Alok, for real, salute to the vision, the courage.
My pleasure. It's actually more of a pleasure than, pain. It's so much fun to create a story that, speaks to you.
Yeah, bro.
And you really hope as a creator that speaks to everyone. So with that hope, I also, keeping my fingers crossed that everyone who's, watching this podcast goes and hits notify me. And when we go live, they all come and support us in creating this universe.
Absolutely. And again, the link is right there we go. Right there, folks. So, you go up right there, go ahead, take a picture real quick, and make sure you hit that notify me on launch. So again, salute to the vision, the courage, and of course, the journey. And to the audience, always stay curious, stay hungry. And you know what? Always keep crusading. This is Comic Crusaders, Al Mega with Alok Sharma right here in the building. Hasta la próxima. You know what it is. Wepa!
Thank you for listening to the Comic Crusaders podcast. If you like the content, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, please visit comiccrusaders.com and our extended podcast family over at undercovercapes.com. And also, make sure to download the Comic Crusaders app on the Google Play Store today.